Hello everybody, it's Matt Davis here again, looking at another quiz question from the Chapter 4 review exercises. Let's take a look at it together. A random sample of 6 wakeboarders were asked for their weight and the speed of the boat that they prefer when wakeboarding. The weights in pounds and the speed in miles per hour are listed in the table below, and then there's a scatter plot and also a regression line. So we've got the table here, we've got the scatter plot here, and regression line down there. So we'll see what we need, but they have in fact given us all those things. They want us to determine the squared prediction error for the ordered pair 170, 23, and they want us to round our answer to 2 decimal places. So you do have to have a data value from the data set to do this. So they gave us the 170.23, which is this one right here. But I want to give help, not answers. So instead of 170.23, we'll use this one right here. So we're going to use 194, 22 as our value instead. So you'll see all the work, but your answer will be different than mine. All right, so let's see, what are they after here? They want us to get the squared prediction error. So we need to kind of hunt down those values. So error is the difference between an actual y value and a predicted y value. So predicted y values are y hat. So this is actual ordered pair here from our data set. So this is an x and a y. Y hat comes from the prediction equation. That's why it has the y hat on it right there. So if that's what error is, then error squared would be just the square of that. So y minus y hat squared. So we have the y value, 22, and we need to find the y hat value to plug into that. So our y hat comes from taking the equation they gave us, 6.38 plus 0.09037, and then the equation says times x, but we're going to put times the x from our ordered pair, which is that 194 right there. And we'll put that into the calculator to get an approximation for our y hat. So switching over to the calculator, we're going to want to just type in what we just wrote down. So 6.38 plus 0.09037 times the x value from our ordered pair, which is 22. And I think I messed something up there. Let's see. Oh, I said the x value. The x value is 194. I put in the y value. So we want the x value, not the y value. So 6.38 times 194. So that gives us 23.91178. Now, they said to put our answer to 2 decimal places. This is not our answer. This is just a number we're going to use to get our answer. So if you round, you bring in error. We don't want to round in the middle of the process. It can mess up our end answer. So I'm going to write that whole thing down, 23.91178. So approximately 23.91178. And again, that's not our answer. That's just our value of y hat. Right? We just found y hat. So we still need to compute e squared. So e squared, I try not to be too picky, but that was pretty messy. So e squared will be y minus y hat. So our y value was 22 minus our predicted y value right above, 23.91178, all squared. And this will be our answer. So this piece right here, we can go ahead and round to 2 decimal places. So let's go ahead and switch over to the calculator again. Need parentheses to make sure we square the whole quantity. 22 was the actual y value minus 23.91178, which was our predicted y value. Looks like I missed the decimal, so let me fix that up. And then close parenthesis and then square to make sure we're squaring the subtraction, not just squaring the second number. And we get 3.6549027768. We only need to write 2 decimal places according to them, so we'll put 3.65. Looking at the next digit, it's a 4, so we round down and keep 3.65. By the way, 3.6549, if that was a 50, we would have rounded up. So it's good that we have all this accuracy in our y hat to make sure we're rounding the correct way here. So 3.65 looks like the answer to 2 decimal places. So I'll pop back over here and write that down. And then that is our value of e squared, so we'll also write it right here. And I think that's it. So some places that can go wrong. I mean, I guess you could mess up like I did and accidentally start to put the 22 instead of the 94, but we need to put our x value in here to come out with a y hat, and that's shown in the equation, so just a little bit of carelessness on my part. Rounding too much on your y hat could throw off your value of e squared, so it's best to keep either all of the digits or at least more than you think you need so that you can make it accurately all the way to the end to the 2 decimal places that they want. Obviously, we can always get 2 decimals, but are we going to get that last digit accurate? Maybe not if we round too much at this step, so be careful with your rounding there. One last thing, just as a check on your y hat. If we look at the scatter plot that they've given us here, 194 is this value right there that had a speed of 22 to go with it. And when we calculated our y hat, we got 23 point something, which is up here on the line. So our y hat was above the y value, and that matches the picture, right? In the picture, y hat's above y, and when we did our work, we got a y hat of 23.91178, which is bigger than the actual y value of 22. So you can use the scatter plot to check your work a little bit as well. All right, whatever went wrong for you when you were trying this quiz question, I hope you saw the fix to it here. So good luck as you continue on with your quiz.